What is the greatest asset here on this earth realm? If we sit back and truly think about it, it has to be eternal life. Because on this earth realm, eternal life is priceless. You can't purchase it. It has to be earned. And it's not even something that's earned. It's given to you. But what it is something that has to be maintained. It's just like a vehicle. And here's the thing. You don't have to believe in eternal life. But ask yourself the question. It's just like, when you're driving a car and your fuel level says E, it reads, empty, refuel. And you say to yourself, I got enough fuel to make it. I'm going to be okay. You can believe what you like. But, what happens if you don't have enough fuel? And, the question that we have to ask ourselves is, are we willing to pay the price? Are we willing to take the risk? Because what if there is something called eternal life? What if you do have to be responsible for all the things that happens on this earth realm? And what if you are judged based upon the level of knowledge that you've retained, but yet you've chosen to put that aside and operate in ways that go against nature so that it could, profit one, but destroy another? These are things that we are going to be accountable for. So whether you believe in it or not, I don't think the risk is worth taking, because if it was, me personally, I'm not willing to take that risk. I'm willing to do the things that's necessary to obtain and maintain my eternal life, because that is what's the most valuable asset here on this earth realm. And then you have to ask yourself, where did they come up with the idea of assets and liabilities in the first place? Like, it had to be somebody somewhere, that was, spiritual, and talking to someone who was, carnal. And it had to come from a standpoint of someone realizing that, hey, these types of decisions and choices will create these types of results and experiences. So, one set of decisions and choices can be considered assets, and the others can be considered liabilities. And with that being said, due to the fact that we understand what assets and what liabilities mean, then that means they had to understand or overstand what an asset was spiritually, meaning my soul is the asset and the body is the liability, because the body is something that has to be maintained, and it's not going with us when we leave, but the soul will. So ultimately, maintaining and cultivating the spirit will ultimately reflect in the body, in the physical realm, and our bodies will be maintained and cultivated as well. So with that being said, ask yourself, is it worth the risk? Because, asking me, I'm not willing to take that risk. I'd rather choose eternal life. So with that being said, our honor, praise, and glory be to the Most High. I get at y'all in our next video. Shalom.